Okay, so finally, this is the Guild 2. Ooh. Well, interesting list of tutorial topics here, sure. Let's just go down the list. This feels old enough to not follow all the standards after all.
Welcome to the first chapter of the tutorial for
Holy
Guild
cow.
2. I will show you how to control the camera and your character, and how to use the most important elements of the user interface.
There better be enough besides scrolling the size of the screen, because that's
in the task book.
it's a little speedy.
This can be reached via your journal on the lower right edge of the screen.
Okay.
Pay attention now while I explain to you in simple steps how to operate the camera and move your character. With the camera, you can not only observe the world from up above, but you can also zoom in close on buildings and characters.
Mm-hmm.
Hold down the right mouse button to move the camera. Hold down both mouse buttons to rotate the camera freely. And the mouse wheel allows you to zoom in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Now move the camera a little to try this out. Well done.
Okay,
Now
hold
you
down
know
the right
how
mouse
to
button.
control
It's
the
like
camera in the Guild 2.
reasonable. But that like edge scrolling, that is
Next, I will teach you how
holy
to
cow.
move your character. First, you need to know that you can always select characters and objects with the left mouse button. Now select your character. A left click on the character portrait at the upper right edge of the screen is enough to do this, while double-clicking it will cause the camera to jump to your character.
Okay.
Actually, this also works with buildings and carts. Once you have selected your character, right-clicking on a point in the world is enough to make him walk there. Try it out now, and let him walk to the marketplace.
I am the mark, as good as done. In my business, we work conscientiously. Was? Yes? I am the master. Shall I help? And now what? Shall I help?
Well done. If you have selected a building as the goal for a movement, your character will enter the building, unless it is the residence of a competitor. You will find a variety of
Nice, isn't there
features on
TS?
the edges of the screen. I will explain those that are important right now.
Black
Pay
and box
close
select.
attention, and you will not have any problems in the game.
I think there's some problems in the
Whether you have
game.
selected a character, a building, or a cart, the portrait and name appear at the upper left edge of the screen. If you have selected a character other than your own, you can tell your dynasty's favor from the expression in the portrait, but more on that later. Hold down the right mouse button over the portrait to display a window with more detailed information. Use this feature now and view the detailed information about your character.
Mm-hmm.
A quick glance at the portrait can give you a wealth of information. You will learn to appreciate this during the course of the game. You will find the message bar on the left edge of the screen. Whenever you see a small parchment here, you have received a message. If you move the mouse pointer over the parchment, you will see the title of the message. A single left click will open the message. If you right-click, it will be deleted. Now open the message that has appeared in the message bar.
It's so close to the edge of the screen, though.
In the game, you can use the filter to set which messages you no longer wish to receive. Even the heads of the great commercial houses in the late Middle Ages chased off unheard many a fellow bringing bad news. If you direct your attention to the lower edge of the screen, you will see the action bar. If you have selected a character, a building, or a cart, you will be shown all the actions that are currently available to you. Now, select your character and click on the inventory icon in the action bar. I will tell you more about the other actions later. As you have seen, your character can wear armor and carry a weapon. In addition, you also have room for other objects, but more on that later. Among the icons on the lower right edge of the screen is one called Important People. Left-clicking on this icon opens a window where you can see an overview of all important people, your family,
It actually
your
says important
friends,
units.
and your enemies. You can use this overview to access and interact with any important character easily. Now open the overview and take a look around. For example, if you want to bribe an office holder before an election, you can use this overview if you do not know where that person is to be found. Left-clicking on the globe on the lower right edge of the screen will open the
You
map.
recorded this before you finished
With
the
its
UI,
overview,
or I
you
see.
can not only
That is not a
find your
globe.
Characters, carts, employees, and buildings, but also see where your opponents are staying and where to find sources of raw materials. Now open the map and take a look around. Close it again when you have seen enough. Well done. Now you know how to make the map work for you. Congratulations on completing the first chapter of our tutorial. You have learned the general controls for the camera and your character, and now you know how to use the first elements of the user interface. Welcome to the second chapter of the tutorial for the Guild 2, where I will explain the characters, especially your own character. First, I will explain the character overview. Open this now by clicking on the icon titled Dynasty on the lower right edge of the screen.
Yeah, I don't like the lower edge of the
The
screen.
character document contains all the data and values that describe your character. The
This
left
guy's
half of the
18.
document is taken from the character portrait and your status. Your character's talents and abilities are in the right half. In the upper right corner of the character portrait, you will find your character's current experience. A character earns experience by carrying out actions. This experience is represented as experience points, abbreviated EP. For
No?
example, if your character marries, he or she will earn EP for this event. The more EP a character has collected, the higher the character's
Really
level.
confused, it doesn't match up.
Among other things, how well a business can be expanded depends on the character's level. After all, a master has to have a certain degree of experience to be able to run a business properly. EP can also be used to improve talents. For example, if you want to increase the talent handicraft by a level, you will have to use EP for it. The level you have achieved will remain unaffected. Depending on your character's class, one talent can be improved at lower EP costs and another for higher. This is shown with the plus and minus signs. Now increase a talent by one level. Well done. Now we come to your character's special abilities. Switch to the tab Abilities for the overview of your abilities. Abilities grant a character advantages over other people. For example, being able to carry more than others, thus earning more experience points for completed actions.
I played Fallout.
You can learn your first ability at the second character level, then another when you reach levels 4, 7, and 10. Now choose a level 2 ability for your character.
I mean, how could I not?
Well done. Now we will explain your family tree. For this, switch to your dynasty's family tree using the tab Family Tree. The family tree shows all the members of your family. However, the most important function of the family tree is the option of adding a family member to the player group and removing him or her again. To add a family member to the player group, all you have to do is select that person by left-clicking in the family tree and then clicking on the button Add to Group. Do this now by adding your character's wife to the player group. As you can see, your character's wife is now in your player group, and you can control her. Finally, I will familiarize you with the 4 character classes in the Guild 2. 4 representatives of the classes are waiting for you in the marketplace. You will recognize them by the question marks. Send your character to the market. Then select the action Talk to Someone in your character's action bar, and click on one of the waiting people as a target.
Here I am. Divide and conquer. Greetings. As a patron, I am responsible for everything dealing with the creation,
Personal
processing,
space.
and final production of foodstuffs. My farm delivers the raw materials that my bakery and my inn use to make delicious food and drink. Divide and conquer.
Greetings. As a scholar, I raise myself above the riffraff with my great knowledge of Christian teachings and all kinds of other mystic secrets. For, while I concern myself with the salvation of my community as a priest, as an alchemist, I brew the most wonderful potions and transform lead into gold.
Apparently that was an issue with a particle shell recently.
Greetings. As a craftswoman, I belong to the hard-working, upright population of any town, above all other character classes. Without my smithy, there would be neither tools nor swords. Without my carpenter's shop, there would be neither walking sticks nor axes. And without my tailor shop, no one would have anything to wear.
Divide and conquer.
This face, seriously.
Hail and well met. You can trust in me. Or don't you believe I am an honest businesswoman? Oh well, they say that as a thief I break into the wealthy mansions, and that as a robber I lie in wait on the well-traveled trade routes.
Congratulations! You have completed the second chapter of our tutorial. Now you know how the character document works, what experience points are and how they are used, and how to view and use your family tree. You have also learned about the 4 character classes of the Guild 2.
Variatio delectat.
Welcome to the 3rd chapter of the tutorial for the Guild 2.
Wait a second.
Please give me your attention as I explain
My wife
everything
left me.
important about buildings. Once you have founded a new family dynasty, your first step is to build a business. To do this, click on the hammer icon on the lower left corner of the screen. This is the complete list, divided into 5 groups of all the buildings that you can build as a player, provided your character has the appropriate character class, the appropriate level, and the appropriate title. Now select the Craftsman tab to see all the buildings that you are allowed to build as a craftsman. In front of you is a list of all the buildings in the Craftsman class. As a second level craftsman, you have a choice of the smithy, the carpenter shop, and the tailor shop, each at the first building level. To erect a building, simply click on it. The building list will close, and the building you selected will appear as a ghost object on your mouse pointer. You can move the camera normally in this mode. If the building is colored red, the construction area is unfavorable, and you should find a different place. However, if the building is green, you can build it with a left click. Now build the smithy in the first building level, the foundry.
I mean, you're using money for it. Okay, you are. Yeah. Is this really as far as I can zoom out? Interesting choice to have me this boxed in.
Yes?
Okay, so I can't move. Tutorial, where exactly do you expect you to actually put this? Because this station's a little full. Like, okay, what about over here? I feel like there was a space and some NPCs are building a thing on it. Does it have to be a foundry? Will you be cool and let me do this instead? Well. Okay, I can put this in the middle of nowhere here.
Alas, you have erected the wrong building. Please try again. This time with the correct building, the smithy.
Can I, like, cancel that? No? Okay, thanks for the free money.
A new building has been finished.
That is fast.
A new building has been finished. Now that you have learned how to construct a new building, I will show you what the residence is all about. Please enter your residence now. First, select it by left-clicking.
I am the master. In my business, we work conscientiously.
Now click on Enter Building in your residence action bar. The members of your family live in this house. Here they can sleep in peace because only your family, with the exception of the city guards, of course, can enter your residence.
Screw the city guards.
Could do even more than just sleep, but you will have to find that out for yourself. Please open the building improvements now. The icon is located in the action bar of your residence.
Okay, now, did you just imply that there's a have sex button, but you're not going to tell me about it because you're embarrassed?
This shows you all the improvements you can add to your residence. You can view the effects of each improvement by holding down the right mouse button over the object. Choose an improvement and apply it by left-clicking. You have seen that various improvements are available. Think well before you decide how to furnish your residence. Please leave your residence now by clicking on Leave Building.
Oh, this is the guild
to the
too.
right of the action bar.
Which is a bit of an old one.
Once you have acquired a higher title later, you can expand your residence to a higher building level. This will unlock more improvements and grant your characters additional actions. We will now look at the businesses. Please enter your smithy by selecting it and then clicking on Enter Building. If the smithy is currently not in your field of view, you can get there by simply double-clicking on the building icon on the right edge of the screen. Welcome to your smithy. This is where through
These
the
eyes.
hard work, your journeyman smiths increase the wealth of your dynasty. We will tell you in a later chapter how to make your journeymen work. Please open the building improvements now. The icon is located in the action bar of your smithy.
Is the answer to pay him?
Just as with your residence, the improvements for the smithy are displayed here. Here too, you can view the effects of each improvement by using the right mouse button. Please choose an improvement and apply it by left click. The improvements for a business are different from those for a residence in some points. Here, you can increase the productivity of your employees, among other things, meaning that they will work faster. The condition of each building is shown as a horizontal bar when you have the building selected. If this condition deteriorates, so does the value of the building. If the condition should sink to 30% or even lower, your building can easily be raided or even conquered by enemy fighters. It is therefore advisable to renovate your buildings on a regular basis. To do this, click on Renovate Building in the Building Actions.
I really do love that the tutorial and like the tutorial don't agree. Like the voice is talking about EP instead of XP, and yes, go faster.
If you keep your buildings in good condition at all times, you will have enough time to gather your own fighters when one of your buildings is. You do not necessarily have to erect your own buildings. You can also buy them from someone. Every building that is up for sale is marked by a coin symbol hovering over its roof. Look around a little, and you will find a tailor shop that bears this symbol. Please select this building, then click on Purchase Building in the action bar.
I'm assuming you mean this one?
Now click on Purchase Building in the tailor shop's action bar. A building has been renovated.
Oh, well, damn. I'm being punished for accidentally building this, apparently. Well. Easily solved problem. I gotta find this again. Ah.
You have bought a building. Congratulations. You have completed the third chapter of our tutorial. In this chapter, you learned to erect, improve, renovate,
I
or
swear we missed
purchase a
it.
building. The differences between a residence
Age
and a business
18.
were also explained.
So I do kind of like the idea of like run a small business
Welcome to the
inside
fourth
an
chapter
early
of the
3D
tutorial
RTS.
For the Guild 2, where I am going to show you how to run your business. First, you must provide enough raw materials for your business. To do this, you must send your cart to the marketplace and buy iron.
Okay.
The wagon creaks. Where to? No road is too long.
I guess this is this guy's life.
Your cart has arrived at the marketplace. Well done. Now click on one of the 5 market stalls to open the market menu. You can find everything you need in the 5 stalls in the marketplace. To the right, next to the market menu, is the transport menu. All of your carts and characters that are within the marketplace are listed here. Since you have come to the market to buy iron, only the market stall for raw materials is of interest to you at the moment. To buy something, a click with the left mouse button is enough to pick up 1 unit of the desired goods, and another click to pick up all available units. If you hold down the left mouse button on an item, you can choose how many units you want to pick up by moving the mouse up and down. Units which have been picked up can be put down again by right-clicking. For the actual purchase, simply left-click in the cargo area of the cart in the transport menu. Now pick up at least 2 units of iron from the raw materials market stall with the mouse pointer and put them in your cart.
Oh. Gotta be really done talking before you give me the money, huh?
Excellent. Now that you have loaded the iron into your cart, you can return to your smithy. First, close the market menu. Then select your cart and send it back to your smithy.
I hope I don't get robbed.
Your cart has reached the smithy. Well done. Now you need to move the iron into your smithy storeroom. Please select your smithy first, then click on Production and Storeroom in the building's action bar.
Aha.
You have the production menu in front of you, as well as the storeroom and the transport menu of your smithy. We will talk about the production menu in the next step. Now store the iron from your cart in your smithy storeroom. In principle, this works the same way as in the marketplace. Pick it up from your cart with the left mouse button and left click to deposit it in the smithy storeroom.
I definitely... Okay, there it is.
Well done. Now we will discuss the production of goods. In the upper left of the production menu, your employees and your own character are listed. Left-click on your employee there, and left-click again on the Tools icon in order to make him manufacture tools. You have now started production. Now that you have bought iron and manufactured tools, you still have to sell your products in the marketplace. To do this, open the storeroom in your smithy again by selecting the building and clicking on Production and Storeroom. Before you load your products to sell them on the market, let me point out your smithy's sales depot, which is below the actual storeroom. Any goods that you store here can be purchased directly by any neutral or friendly dynasty. Now use your left mouse button to pick up all tools from your storeroom, and left click to deposit them in your cart's loading space.
Actually, finish that first. Where do you want these?
Now you need to send the cart to the marketplace. Select it and right-click.
Where would you like to go?
Did my camera get turned?
I hope I don't get robbed.
It's like
Your cart
just
has
down the
arrived
street,
at
dude.
the marketplace. Now you will finally find out if your work pays off and you can command a good price. Now all that is left to do is sell the tools. Take them from the cart with the left mouse button. Congratulations on your first self-earned money. Carry on like this, and allow me to congratulate you for completing the 4th chapter of our tutorial. You have learned how to buy raw materials.
A little bit of stepping on their own lines there. Okay. Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Welcome to the 5th chapter of the tutorial for the Guild 2. This is all about interpersonal relationships, for better or for worse. You are also going to learn how you can ask for the hand of your beloved and start a family together with them. The reputation of your family is, as you will soon see, one of your greatest possessions, because it can decide between war and peace in the truest sense of the word. While the young journeyman Smith may simply not like you, poor favor with a powerful competitor may have serious consequences.
There's some jank here, but I am kind of intrigued,
Now
yeah.
take a look at the marketplace. In the middle are 2 people with question marks over their heads. You have an excellent reputation with one person, while the other would love to see you ruined. Talk to them, and thus learn more about their favor and its effects on you.
Work is my passion.
Oh, I am overjoyed to see you. I will gladly offer you my hand to form a friendly alliance between our dynasties. Henceforth, let there be no strife between us and all our employees. I also promise that I will always prefer you when I get to make decisions at the court or vote for an office.
Wait,
Huh?
it's the wrong person entirely.
I cannot say that I'm particularly
Sliding
pleased
the
to see
position.
your face. To tell you the truth, I've been considering declaring a feud against you and yours for a while. Then at least we will know where we stand. My people will then hunt you down wherever they find you. Now get out of my sight!
As I said, one person has a friendly attitude towards you. The other one is rather hostile. But how does this happen? As mentioned in the first chapter of the tutorial, favor towards you is displayed as a horizontal bar below the portrait. You can also read it from the character's facial expression. In the beginning, favor towards you is mostly neutral. If it sinks, the reasons may be your own shady actions, such as attacks or sabotage, other people saying bad things about you, or simply envy for your prosperity and political influence.
It's so easy to just jerk the camera way the hell out there.
Are shady actions, dismissal attempts, or even attacks in the worst case. A feud could be declared against you, which comes down to a war between families. Earning a good favor, on the other hand, is somewhat more difficult, because you have to show your good side and win friends with compliments, gifts, or even bribes. With very good favor, you can enter a friendly alliance with another dynasty, which unites both dynasties in battle against all others. This includes support during fights and help in extinguishing fires, among other things. From now on, you are immune to your allies' thieves and robbers, and naturally to all shady actions. After all that talking, let us finally get the action, because now it is time to start your own family. For some time now, your character has fancied a handsome young woman. She is currently on her way to the market to do her shopping. Use this opportune moment and begin your courtship here in the marketplace. Select your character, then click on the action Court Someone in the action bar. Then left-click on the young woman to mark her as a target.
Work is my passion.
How was my pickup line, dude? Can't I just like fascinate her with a piece of cheese?
I find you appealing.
Well, that's even worse.
Shall we walk together a bit?
Yes.
Everyone's face is such a nightmare.
A
in this
courtship
game.
has begun. As you can see, the young woman is interested in you as well. Once you have clicked on her, you can see the progress of your courtship under her portrait. It will take a special approach to make the young lady fall in love with you for good. She belongs to the class of the scholars, and as such, she is particularly fond of compliments, gifts, and embraces. Now go to the lady and take these actions.
Don't pretend to be tired. Let's go. I adore your hands. So fragile. So
the like RTS confirm messages. Okay. The perfume that I totally didn't just use myself.
How did you know? I've been looking for something like this for a long time.
Someone has fallen in love with you. Congratulations. You have won the heart of the young lady. Alas, courtship is not always this simple. I just made it easy here for a demonstration. But do not worry. You will manage. There is only one thing left to do to make your happiness complete. The marriage proposal. Select your character and click on the appropriate action. There is no need to specify the lady as a target.
Just marry whoever.
let's go.
Yes.
I love the idea of just like busting out wedding rings and going, let's go. Well, I'm broke, so, street marriage.
Let me be the first to congratulate you and your charming bride on your marriage. As
Yeah.
already mentioned in the second chapter, married couples have a special action available when they are in their residence. Your character's wife has already entered the residence. Now let your character enter his residence as well by selecting the building as the target of his movement.
Let's go. Time for work.
Well done. I guess I do not have to tell you where babies come from. But instead of just talking about it, let us get down to business. Select your character, then click on Spend the Night Together.
Imagine if I'd skipped this tutorial.
Let's go.
It doesn't stop being funny.
Congratulations on completing
There was
the
some
first
dialogue up
chapter
there,
of
just
our
buried into
tutorial.
everything.
You now know what your reputation is worth, how to court the one you love, marry her, and even how to go forth and multiply.
This narrator is like so clearly uncomfortable with this. Also, I want to point out at that time, there wasn't some extra line of dialogue. He just looks at his wife and goes, "Let's go." Okay. Where can we possibly go from here?
Welcome to the 6th chapter of the tutorial for the Guild 2. In the following, I will explain how you can acquire a higher title and what advantages that will offer you. I will also introduce you to the political landscape in your city. What good is all your money if you cannot influence politics? Quite apart from the fact that every office brings certain powerful privileges with it. In order to be able to hold an office, you must first earn the title citizen. This title grants you the privileges of applying for an office and being allowed to build the next higher building level for your residence. In order to be able to acquire a title, your character must be in the town hall. So select him and send him into the building. Then follow him with the camera.
That won't take long.
Welcome to the town hall. This is where council meetings and court proceedings take place, and where you can meet the town clerk. The clerk accepts applications for higher titles, offices, and legal actions. Select your character, then click on the action Buy a Title. Remember that the action is only available when your character is physically in the town hall.
Ah, greetings. A lovely spring morning, isn't it? But you certainly didn't come here just to hear the sound of my voice. Haha.
I'm already
I'm
married.
certain you have come to purchase a new title. Let's see. You wish to acquire a better title. That comes to, well, a paltry sum, a bargain, if you ask me.
Not gonna voice the amount, huh?
And now go, for I must go back to work. You will soon be notified.
I just stand here. Stand here and fast forward. Or do I like leave?
Congratulations on your new title. From now on, you can run for an office. Now put your foot on the first rung of the political ladder by applying for your first office. The Chamber of Officers is constructed like a tree. The lower offices are down below, and the higher offices at the top. As a political newcomer, you must start at the bottom. Select your character, then click on the action Apply for an Office. This will open the office tree. Now click on a free office on the lowest level. As with buying a higher title, your character must be in the town hall to apply for an office.
Let's see.
That won't take long.
Ich will mich auf ein Amt bewerben. Merk dies bitte für die nächste Sitzung vor.
The City Council will soon meet to discuss filling the office. Please be on time.
You may have applied for a free office, but no one can guarantee that you will also be elected. Up to 4 people can apply for an office, and usually the one who wins is the one with the highest favor with the electors. The electors are the office holders in the higher levels.
Now what?
Now select your character, click on the action Bribe Someone, and select the office holder as the target. Offer a large sum of money as a bribe. After all, you want to be sure you win the election.
Oh, how nice of you.
Someone lets you bribe them.
Need him to always like hold down the right mouse button when I'm doing this. It's like this is a reasonable speed, but like that is not. If other things for real, I had to like see if I could turn off edge scrolling entirely, because holy cow.
Thank you very much.
Someone lets you bribe them.
It's a weird way of putting that, but sure.
Shall I help? Huh?
I guess just skip time. Zoom. So I feel like this is way too late in the day for any medieval type person to be doing anything. Like the sun's gonna go down. Like, well, I guess there's candles in here, but you know what I mean.
No sweet without sweat. And now what?
I'm glad this tutorial explained that you can like change the speed of time passing before saying just, you know, wait around a few hours.
Worthy members of the council, I declare today's session to be opened.
Auf der Tagesordnung steht die Debatte um folgenden Amtssessel.
The mediator's chair.
There's a couple lines they missed somewhere.
Folgende Person hat sich beworben. Weil sich nur ein einziger Bewerber für das Amt eingefunden hat, ist keine Abstimmung erforderlich.
Thank you for electing me. That is all for today. Honoured members of the council, I wish you a good trip home.
Congratulations. You have successfully finished the 6th chapter of our tutorial. You should now know how to gain a higher title and how to apply for an office.
Once again, just gonna point out, age 18. Horrible skull face. Also, my wife left me between tutorials. We're done, right? Like... Okay. Ooh, swords and crime.
Welcome to the 7th and final chapter of the tutorial for the Guild 2, which is all about fighting. Pay close attention so you can save your hide if you should ever get into a fight. Besides the employees in your business, you can also hire henchmen at your residence. Henchmen are mercenaries who are loyal to you and will fight for you. I have already hired a henchman for you. He is waiting in your residence for your instructions.
Thanks,
Now
mysterious
select
voice in
him
my head.
and send him out of the building. The easiest way to select him is to move the mouse pointer over the image of your residence on the right edge of the screen. This brings up the character portraits of all the inhabitants of the building. Click on your henchman here, then right-click on a free spot in front of your residence.
Oh, there you are.
What's up?
Well done. You can use henchmen for more than just fighting, because they have a number of actions available, which increase with certain improvements to your residence. But now it is time to fight. On the road south of the marketplace is a robber who attacks and plunders passing carts. Send your henchman out and fight the robber before he captures your cart too. Select your henchman first, and then move south with your camera. The robber is on the road, not far from the city. Move the mouse pointer on top of him. You will see that the mouse pointer changes into a sword. Now right-click on the robber so that your henchman will attack him.
I appreciate the lack of sexism and that I hired some girl to, like, stab people for me. I'm just curious, could I have, like...
What is it?
No, that'll let me, okay. That's tutorials for you. I was like, okay, there you go.
Your henchman has defeated the robber. Congratulations. A dynasty has come to an end. You have just fought a highwayman. That is not a crime, although the robber chief will not be amused. However, if you attack
one
a
of the
character other than a thief
class
or
types is
robber,
crime.
the town guardsman may join against you in the battle. Witnesses will also regard your action as a crime and keep this as evidence against you. Every witness to a crime who is not too distracted or whose talent empathy is not too weak will receive evidence. With evidence, you can, for example, threaten someone so that he does not use shady actions against you. Or you can accuse him of a crime and so take him to court. With enough
It's an interesting skill list, honestly.
the death penalty may result. Congratulations. You have completed the 7th and final chapter of our tutorial and have learned about henchmen and fighting. I hope you have fun and wish you lots of success when establishing your own immortal family dynasty.
So normally this is where, I go, okay, playing through those tutorials took forever, but like this actually does seem kind of cool. Let's see. All seems good. See. So I can like make food, make tools, I can just be a huge nerd, or I can, crime, which does seem pretty fun. I'm unclear what scholars even do in this. Okay, caring for the souls of a congregation or mixing dark potions as a warlock. Fair enough. Wait, what? Okay, when the tutorial text gets that like quotation marky, I'm assuming they mean that like I can run a brothel. That's what's on the screen here, yes. And that's fair. Does this affect anything at all? Oh, it does. Yeah. And, let's see. Seems good. Ooh. I can slightly change my awful phase, okay. That's almost human looking. Oh, okay, that's what you mean by build. It took me a second to realize. The only change we're gonna make to this model, apparently. And we're not gonna like see the back of his head to see if like there's a ponytail or anything like that with any of these, huh? Okay. No hats for girls.
Honest beer, no less. God bless.
My grain is not mouldy.
Well, okay, I don't need to hear the rest of them. I can choose any of many invisible beards.
Eliminate your competitors.
Okay. Let's see. guess the first thing I'm gonna do is okay, can I build anything anywhere? Okay, that's not an option. Where'd I go?
I must do something about these rodents, and quickly.
Yes, okay, is there any free space in this town at all that I can put this down in? Is this really as far as I can zoom out when I'm trying to put a building down? This caused me problems in the tutorial too. Oh. Okay. Let's see. I'm just level 1. Wasn't there some... Ah, okay. So, not allowed to be gay. You there, you got a job.
Honest beer, no less. God bless. Let's go.
A new building has been finished.
Oh, maybe I should focus on that.
And now?
Okay. I have no money at all.
No source of raw materials can be found.
Providing for to work. To work. Honest beer, no less. God bless.
Okay, I
Let's go.
need stuff for that, I see. Where's my people who maybe had jobs here? You do something.
This plague of rats has me at my wit's end. With pleasure.
Oh no. I was too slow. Well, you got a job of sorts.
Shall I help? Huh? To work. To work. Was? Shall I help? Honest beer, no less. God bless. My grain is not mouldy.
Yes, she did. Okay.
And now? Shall I help? Here I am.
I'm bad at dating.
To work. You look better than most men.
Thank you for your kind words, milady.
Providing for body and soul can be a heavy responsibility. To work.
Let's try this again. Like by me or by someone else is what I'm not getting here. Okay, let's say that this guy is off the table. any of the losers have jobs? Wait, you do? It's crime, even. Okay, so.
And now what? Blessed are those who do.
Here we go.
You have that certain something. Will you accompany me a ways?
Of course.
A courtship has begun.
Okay.
Here I am.
Oh no, where'd he go?
If that's all it is. My grain is not mouldy. Blessed are those who do. To work.
That was an interesting conversation. Really, thanks.
Was. To work.
Let's see. I don't believe I have any actual, like, gifts to give. Yeah, I need money first. Since I spent all my money on a farmhouse with no fields, I am now forced to hit on someone.
Providing for body and soul can be a heavy responsibility.
I'm just gonna lure this guy off into the woods here and chat him up.
If that's all it is.
Yeah, he is almost 50% seduced.
This plague of rats has me at my wit's end.
So I guess this is just my life now because I have no money. Oh no. My quarry is lost.
A settlement is developed and therefore received new right under its charter.
So I guess buying a farm with literally all your money and not having any like crops to grow on it is not the way to go in this.
My grain is not mouldy.
This is the guy, yes, okay. Oh no.
Anything wrong?
He was less into it that time.
To work. Honest beer, no less. God bless. Let's go.
Wanna come on back to my place? It's...
If that's all it is.
Wait, no, that was my place. This is my place.
And now?
I'm trying.
Blessed are those who do.
Wait, is that even that reason? I guess.
Here I am.
Uh-oh. I feel like I'm playing the game a little wrong. Wait, stop him. He's supposed to get flirted with.
And now what? Let's go.
Court sentencing has been changed.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
To work.
Okay, I think I got him. I'm gonna find this random unemployed guy and give him such a hug. Almost got him.
What is it? With pleasure.
Where are you going? I guess I'm ready to do this. Oh, okay. Just gonna get real drunk. And then, I guess beguile... What's his face? Okay,
To
you.
work.
That was an interesting conversation.
Someone has fallen in love with you.
Okay.
Yes?
I may have had it on slow speed for a second there.
Shall we marry? What do you say?
Most gladly.
Right here.
And now what?
Okay. What do you even do? Oh, you're a scholar. I thought you were a criminal.
Honest beer, no less.
You have been
God
robbed.
bless.
What? I didn't have any money. Who robbed me? Well, let's get him.
Here I am. Blessed are
I am. Alia Yacta Est.
Was it you? Looks like it was you. Okay.
Clare humanum Alia Yacta Est.
Yeah, kill this person who robbed us. Both of you. Well, there's witnesses, but whatever.
And now what?
I guess I'm assuming you're the one who robbed me. You are Rogue Mildred.
So, please.
I was planning to just run a farm.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, you got backup, huh? I'm not actually sure that was the right person.
Anything wrong?
Roger, there goes.
This plague of rats has me at my wit's end. Was.
Variatio delectat.
Well,
Variatio delectat.
we have taken vengeance upon probably our enemy. I don't know if I'm doing too well at this game.
To work. Yes.
Now. Variatio delectat.
Wait, what?
Shall I help?
Oh. How if I go to my own house, huh?
Subdivide and conquer.
This plague of rats has me at my wit's end.
Yes.
Let's get you both in here. I'll work out this farming thing eventually. Let's see. Where was that option? Aha!
To work.
We had a long day of murder. Okay, I now have the pregnant status.
This plague of rats has me at my wit's end.
Also, still no money. Or, like, means of making money. However... Oh, I see. Rob is for, like... buildings. Okay. Let's see, who seems profitable? Yeah, I probably should just like start over when I realized that I like bought the wrong starting building and didn't really have the ability to make any money off of it. Why can't I rob anyone? Am I not in range? There's one of the red people.
You now have a son.
That was fast.
Will you buy me something nice?
No, I'm broke.
I like a sweet.
Oh, I see. You're useless then, aren't you? Yeah, okay, I think that was a good taste of this game. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I definitely screwed up at the very start of it when playing for real, but like there's cool stuff going on here.